And away we go.
Oh wait, I'm not ready.
Oh no, okay, alright, we'll go back.
Like 5 more minutes.
Yep.
Hello.
You guys are ready to wait another 5 minutes, right? Right? They've already waited 20, so... You know.
Yeah, you're right.
Wait, since when do you know how to count?
I'm just looking at what the number says. I don't know how to get there.
Read?
Read.
Well, you know, it's just a number. If it was like another digit, it might be a problem. Got held back in first grade? Yeah. So, there's a reason we're friends. Beastie lording around out here in 4th grade.
Fourth grade was lit, fam. I don't remember fourth grade.
Yeah.
Lit, yeah.
Oh yeah, all that fun we had in 4th grade.
Yeah. Oh shit, I do remember what happened in fourth grade. It was very much not lit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not lit,
emotional damage.
It was.
Yep.
It really was. That's I love it and all that.
Was that 4th grade for you?
It was fourth grade for me. That
That was
the
seventh
math
for
class.
me.
They turned on the TV.
Yeah, I think I was in 3rd grade, yeah.
Just traumatized a bunch of
No,
elementary
2nd grade?
kids. There's a terrorist attack. Oh no, we're all gonna die. No,
Yeah.
no, you guys are fine. Clicks off the TV.
It was like
Okay, time.
shit like that, and like the Challenger explosion was just like, why did they... Let's just traumatize several generations of American children just in
Yeah.
10 seconds. Oh, good times. Good times. Okay, so we're back. We're joined by, you know, these pretty faces up here. Y'all might have seen them
Who?
before. I'm pointing way up there at Beastborg Music.
Oh,
Up past the two of you guys, yeah. We're also joined by...
all those faces with Beastborg.
Yes, right? Borgustus, Coda, Borg Beast,
Borg.
Anything
Beast
that
music.
rhymes with bear.
Beastie Borgington Musicus the Third. But I'm the only one.
It's more well known by that name.
Yes.
It was also Borg, you know?
Borg,
We could do this for the next 20 minutes.
Borg Beast. Lars Blackstrand. That's a rare one.
That's who I am today.
We're also joined by every single one of the John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidts.
Yeah, really, we were just stalling, saying all of Beastborg's pseudonyms so that I could keep opening my character sheets.
700 character sheets.
Smooth.
1,672.
You wonder why we're still first level.
Do I though?
No.
Let's open up Muntberg here. Let's open up Dwimmermount level 1, just in case you guys get back to Dwimmermount during the session.
Oh. I don't know, man. We already lost a good John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt down there. I don't know if we're ever going back there. I think the rest of this session is going to be all around Muntberg and neighboring cities.
We gotta go visit the elves.
You know, we gotta go talk to the elves about some shit, and
John Jacob Jingleheimer's
suddenly ripping out his hairs.
If anybody wants to buy some dreadlocks, you can find them on my Patreon. Yeah, you know, weave them into your own
John
hair.
Jacob
I've heard that's a
going
thing.
After the Drider. And I'm pretty sure John Jacob would go for the dwarf if there was one around.
You guys have yet to see a female dwarf, as far as you're aware.
And then then John Jacob is probably asexual because I haven't seen them show any notice towards anything.
That's the goth one who hunts vampires. Shit.
Well, no, so John Jacob's just too preoccupied with spreading the word of Hofferkanungar to be distracted by the base pleasures in life.
And that's what he keeps telling his parents when they ask why he's amounted to nothing in this life.
I am among the highest ranking clerics in the Order of Hofferkanungar.
Wow, that's a lot of words for celibate.
What did I just miss?
Just your usual nightly disclaimer.
You're not. I can't even argue it. Like,
No, it just is what it is. If you're not 18 or older, fuck out of here.
Yeah, get the fuck
Fuck up out of my tavern. Okay. So yeah, the cleric. Is there? Yeah, I guess you know the John Jacob the fighter. He's you know, trying to have some kids, albeit with the Spider Queen. Interesting choice. But you know.
And then John Jacob, the magician's gonna go to the elf chick.
there's a
Big bows.
what
Or
was
maybe
it?
the rogue, because he likes the
Arachnica?
best.
Arachnica, that was it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. That's his Twitter friend's name. We've adopted an orc into the family, so that's already a thing. But we still must bear elven children, and I'm not trying to just like bring another dwarf in right away. Like I might retire out another one of these John Jacobs after they like as they bear their progeny into the party. You know.
And I mean, bringing a John Jacob, bringing a dwarf named John Jacob into this world is kind of expensive too. So.
However, if his father is a John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, he just owes Jingleheimer the money, which, I mean, all Jingleheimers give their money to Jingleheim anyways.
Instead of spending $500,000 on a child, the child will spend $500,000 on its own life. Dwarves are doing something right. Seems like a good system, you know?
Hey,
sure, you're born into debt, but I mean, you know, we're all used to that.
I don't want to tell you how to run your stuff or nothing Saturday, but you want to share your screen with us?
Oh, yeah, I had that set up before I,
Left.
fucked off into La La Land.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, it turns out, clearing the cache, restarting the computer, all that didn't help. I just opened the link in Microsoft Edge, of all things. I know.
Nice.
I know. But, yeah, now it's working, so whatever. I've been a Firefox nerd since, like, 2005.
Firefox.
So, yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, I don't have to use... I'm gonna say this. Safari, because I had a Mac for a little while. I know. But you could still play Blizzard games, so I was a happy camper. My brother and I were like, Mom, we asked for a computer, and you bought us a Mac. Like, thank you, because it's expensive, but also, what the fuck were you thinking? So we emulated Windows on the Mac OS, and yeah. We learned a lot.
Install Linux to actually run Windows.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what we were doing. So we learned a lot, you know, thanks, Mom. But, god damn if she doesn't listen. Oh. Where was I going with that?
Like, when we asked our mom for Pokemon, and she's like, "What's Pokemon?" I was like, "Well, it's a Japanese game. It's like Pocket Monsters, Pokemon." And she got us the Monsters in My Pocket game.
And you're like, nobody at school is going to play this with me. Nobody has this.
I mean,
What am I
it was
supposed to
still a
do with
fun.
this?
It was still a fun game, and we had a lot of fun with it.
Like nobody has ever heard of this before.
Yeah, no, for real. Like I didn't
My
even realize
friends
that
will.
Monsters in My Pocket had a video game.
That's amazing, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And then we wound up getting Pokemon, you know, a little bit later.
See, are you going to BRB? Are you teasing us?
I think he meant BRB as in he's taking his headset off for a second.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've got another one. So I had told my parents I wanted some cool skate shoes, right? You know, that's when skate shoes were in. I didn't really skateboard, but I still wanted the fucking shoes, right? I was wearing Converse
same.
forever. It's like, give me them, you know, like the what the fuck were they? They
I'm
had
gonna
like
say this right now,
Etnies and
to this
Emerica
day, I
and all
wear-
that shit.
To this day, I wear Skechers. Like, you know, they used to make skate shoes, but now they make like all kinds of other shoes.
My mom went out and bought me some Adidas running shoes. I look like a fucking dork.
Look like a fucking soccer player.
Yep. I was like, well, and I did play soccer for several years. So I knew what they
There you
were,
go.
but I was like, Mom, what the? She's like, well, we're not returning them. These are your shoes. So I wore those fuckers into the ground as quickly as possible.
1 second.
My son asked for a lightsaber for Christmas. My mom thought it was funny to buy him lifesavers and pretend that she thought that's what he wanted. He almost melted down into a puddle of preteen angst. Yeah, however, you did get the lightsaber from her and a robot R2D2.
I'll be right
R2ST.
back.
I feel like you meant
Terribly
R2D2.
sorry.
Hey, no sweat, no sweat. We're just, you know, stalling. Like we're good at.
Alright, back.
Welcome back. Everybody else is gone.
Cool.
Yeah, I can't type because I can't see. No, I got you. I got you. It's when you get the off-brand R2D2 and it's an R2S2. So, anybody want to do the recap? Recap anybody?
I don't know. I don't know shit. I'm the last person to do recap.
But what do you know, Beastboard? What do you remember?
Fight night.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a fight night.
Prof got a hammer.
Prof got a hammer. Who won the fight night?
I don't even remember.
Grog won, of course, but you got second.
Yep. That's true. That dwarf was
Hold on, I'll be
quite
right
formidable. Alright. Raven with the big bad. Let's go. It's a good start to the month.
Then Phineas went to investigate a vampire lair at night.
That's right. Very brave of him.
Was it though?
Cunning,
bravery, that's what it
clever,
was.
you know, possible way to backstab the clergy. But, yeah,
She would never have suspected I'd come in the dead of the night.
it's true. You did acquire your...
I did get
Well.
a free refill on my Azoth though.
Yeah. So you got your Azoth. You did notice that the machine and the remaining Azoth was gone. You had returned. Luckily, you do have a stockpile. But the equipment is nowhere to be found.
Which means we gotta find the bigger one. on the second floor.
The vampire is also missing, which is interesting turn of events.
The dwarf overlord told me about the already and how to fix those batteries.
Oh, that's true. Yep, he had some wisdom to share.
Which I don't remember what he said, but I know he said something.
Something along the lines
There's a
of
room somewhere that needs turned on for power.
yeah, I need to restore power to some of the levels. He was able to clue you in a little bit on how to do that, but didn't exactly know where, as it was his forebears who had done so in the first place. And I don't mean several bears.
Yeah. 4 bears. But look at that asshole.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Well,
whoa,
hailstorm
whoa,
up here.
whoa, 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 wee woo. Who is this? Hold up, hang on. Oh damn it, I can't even zoom.
It's hailstorm.
What up, Hailstorm?
What's up?
Hey! It's Hailstorm in the flesh. Welcome in, welcome in. How you been, buddy?
Tired?
I can imagine.
Hiking around Pikes Peak and everything.
Ah, it's awesome.
I guess I'm the official host of guest stars over here.
Right? This is rad.
Sorry about that. One of my vapes came out the package with leaking and shit.
Oh,
It doesn't even work either, so that's a great waste of money.
that's what you get for buying them Dollar Tree vapes.
I'm buying
like-
elf bars.
I'm
I,
fucking.
I always
20
like
bucks.
have people open them and try them before they leave the store, so that I make sure they work. Because then if they don't work, I can like do something about it, you know. But
Yeah.
if they leave the store with it, I can't do anything about
You
it.
never know when the box was dropped or some shit. It's like,
I got one that works though. This is why I buy 2 of them. I'm never buying elf bars ever again.
Say this.
it's not even
Yes,
like
but it's no. I made it this time. I'm switching to the flumes or the flums.
plume.
If you have hot boxes available to you, they're pretty darn good.
I'll try. I'll try to see if I can find those.
The problem is like
Oh.
any of them are breakable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
but like in the past month, I've bought like 2 or 3 that's been broken.
In that
Past
case,
month and a half.
I recommend you get the Aegis.
Those are good ones.
It's
Oh, it's a box mod. Yeah, I have a
One of
box
the-
mod. I might have to
one
get.
of the
I just need to
toughest
get.
mods on the market.
Yeah, I think I have a T-Prove. I just need a tank.
The only issue is like
Product placement.
all of them can be broken. If you drop that box mod, that'll break. You know. What
This
you need to
thing,
do is
Saturday,
get in with your
Uh,
smoke shop. That way they trust you. And if you're like, hey,
in the toughness
motherfucker,
ratings
it's
for
broken.
it, they ran it over with a tractor. Picked it up and it worked.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Off topic. Is that hailstorm next to you?
Yes.
Oh, it took you long
Hello,
enough.
hailstorm.
Welcome,
You know, I
welcome to the
looked over
conversation.
there. I was
A
like,
wild
wait a
hailstorm
second,
has
there's something
appeared.
over there. All right, smoke high time.
My hotel's only like 3 miles down the road, so
That's
oh, hell
lit.
yeah, that's lit.
Hell yeah, dude. Let's
I
go.
have the best room
As
number
well, that one
Oh, yeah,
time I
yeah.
went up there.
He's staying in room 420.
That is
No,
awesome.
you are not.
Well, you know
The
what time it is.
The sign is still there.
Raven said even she knew who it was. That's beautiful.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
focused on my vape situation, okay?
Panic.
picture. 'Cause he doesn't believe me either.
There's a big old non-smoking sign on his door.
Oh, I bet.
I fucking bet the race.
Oh, shit. Especially in Colorado, man. That's brilliant.
I'm
Um,
so surprised the room number is still there.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's probably
Someone,
been
like, pried it
stolen.
off the wall.
No, it's still there is what I'm saying.
There's 2 420s on different streets. There's a 420 High Street in my town that gets stolen at
Was it
least
420
once a year. Yeah.
At least.
Keeps me in business, though. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll make you a new street sign. You betcha. Like, why don't you just put one of my cards in there and then they can just come and order the stupid sign?
Hey, Saturday, I put it in Mayhem United for you.
Oh, hell yeah. Let me see this shit. That's rad. No smoking. Hilarious.
As soon as he gave me the picture, gave me the keys, and I opened up to say, like, what room number am I? And I looked up. I was like, you have got to be kidding me. Everyone's going to be so jealous.
That's awesome.
That is the dream room for every stoner.
Yeah, the one guy that
710.
the one guy that doesn't really partake gets the 420 room.
That's usually how that works out.
Look at me. Are you trying to take my pizza crust?
So you want to do a dab?
Good night, Hailstorm.
I'm gonna drive 3 miles, man.
Bethany would appreciate not talking
Yeah.
to her husband for 3 days.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're supposed to go to Red Fair tomorrow.
For the first time. Yeah, we're going to Ren Fair tomorrow for the first time.
It's awesome.
Professor's coming with us.
yeah, it's
yeah.
it's gonna be fun. I'm excited.
So we were kind of doing the recap. Professor, what do you remember from last week?
Fight Club.
Nothing, because we
That's
didn't play last
exactly what-
week.
Oh, god damn it. The week before that. I forgot we took
we
a break.
Fight Club.
So we had Fight Club.
Wow, that's not even-
You got hammered. There's vampires. And,
Yes, they're a vampire.
you also have dwarves with armaments. And, adamantine is a possibility now. And, nightcap, not recap. Yeah, fucking A, right? And,
I'll
yeah.
drink to that.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. Skull. Where's my skull button?
And Oak's here.
Hey, what up,
Sure.
Oak? Welcome in, brother.
Now we have to drink. It's perfect.
Perfect timing.
Skull.
So it was still kind of mid-morning. You guys had just eaten with the dwarves. Retrieved the hammer. Armed the dwarf.
BC, that's delicious.
Dwarves.
BC, that's delicious.
I know. You're welcome. I didn't want to carry half a bottle back with me across state lines, so I just left it there.
I'll have to sip my coffee along with you. I feel that. I finished my coffee at about 7 o'clock. You're in Texas. So what is it, 9:40? Something like that for you right now? Yep.
42.
10:42.
Yeah, he's got the same time zone I do. So you remember what time it is for me, it's the same for Oak, and vice versa. Remember what time it is for Oak, it's what time it is for me. Ooh, a midnight game. Midnight game.
Getting ready for that midnight game. Yeah, that just occurred to me that you run at midnight on the dot. Right on. Some dedication.
Right on.
Because caffeine, right? Yeah, I feel that. So,
That mead was 6 months old, by the way. Hailstorm.
that's the good shit right there.
It's it's gonna be better once I can, not drink it for the next 6 months. That's why it's
Good
not
luck
at my
with that.
house.
Good luck with
Like I
that.
said, that's why it's not at my house. I don't store it here.
Turn everybody
There
up.
wouldn't be any storage.
Yeah, I've got the cellar shelves that I keep mine on, and I somehow kind of just forget about it.
I want some of those.
Well, we will be traveling halfway across the country next year.
Yeah, hopefully I'll have a vehicle or access to one by then.
Road trip.
My mom, we gotta go meet my dungeon master here. What? Just don't ask questions. Just keep going.
Don't kink shame me.
Don't kink shame me, mom. His wife's gonna be there.
It makes the stuff, that's so smooth and makes the stuff buy at
Oh my god.
liquor store.
It'll be in the liquor store one day when I can afford it and get my license.
Meat is such a niche, and I just happen to run into heathens
Everyone
and
who
meat
likes meat.
makers, and like, what? Twitch is a wonderful,
We
strange
know what's good.
thing. You guys do, in fact, know what is good.
We do. Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
So what do you guys want to do? You got a vampire. You've got Dwimmermount. You've got a
We're waiting on
theory
the armor still.
behind elves. The armor was going to be done in what? Be another 3 days?
3 days. How far is the lumber mill from the city walls? Oh,
The lumber mill is in the Wednesday campaign?
no. The one that they trade with the elves.
Oh! Did I subliminally pull that from Dwimmermount?
Maybe. I forgot there was a lumber mill for half a second. I was like, oh yeah, those assholes are reaping the forest.
Yeah, the guys that the druids are pissed at
Yeah.
for a different campaign.
Hell, the druids might be pissed at these ones too.
Yeah, hey, maybe we can make druids a playable thing.
Bet you'd like that.
We would,
Actually,
but that's
yes.
not why I'm asking. I'm asking so I can go get John Jacob an elf girlfriend.
Elf waifu.
Die trying.
Or die trying.
Probably die trying.
Well, Phineas is already living that mantra.
Yeah, trying's the fun part, right, Saturday?
That's
Become
what
a
I'm
god or
saying.
Die trying.
It's try not do or do not.
fuck.
There is no try.
It's about 80 miles south of Muntberg,
Oh.
whereas
So we can do it
Dwimmermount
in,
is
like,
about
10 minutes?
15 minutes south. 15 minutes, 15 miles.
Okay, so about
Probably
20.
get there in about 3 hours.
No, wait, I'm looking at this wrong. Dwimmermount is 10 miles south. It usually takes you about all of 12 hours to get there, so it'd take you about 8 days of successful travel. Gotta pee the dogs right on. Be here. Congrats on the boss fight. We'll get another one going here for you.
Well, that's a journey a little out of my purse size. Which means the forest on this map is even further.
No whammy. Damn it, Gary was a whammy.
That was all whammies. Followed up by a kappa.
Kappa. Kappa.
Well,
She's like, okay, get out of my.
Whoa! Whoa!
There's a metal grate on top. You can just climb out into the little.
No, I didn't have to figure out how to.
I mean, yes, I can go inform the clerics about the developments of the situation. Yeah, that bitch is gone.
Good piece.
I'm enjoying Forge more and more the more we use it.
That's fair.
Like, just giving you guys the ability to move your own tokens is way more immersive than
Or like what game?
me
we're
having to
playing.
get up and fuck around with it every time.
No, it's 40.
The name.
So you head to the Temple of Tyche. Oh. And Imdalice is found sitting in one of the sitting on one of the benches, praying quietly, with her head tilted towards the floor. She doesn't pay much notice to you entering the temple.
Old Phineas will walk up to her and is like, "You want to pray a little bit louder, cause that pitch is gone."
She looks up at you.
Sorry.
It's okay. You were
matters we
forgiven
discussed last night.
for your obscenities. Yes, the clerics I sent with you, they're not fully convinced, but I don't see any reason why you would lie to me.
All her equipment is now gone.
Aye. Yes, I trust you and I believe that something is stirring within her. I wish there was more that we could do, but we really don't seem to have many leads at this point. Unfortunately, with those two not believing as you do, I fear they may be in danger, and perhaps many others in town.
Yeah, they told me to pawn it off to the town guard. And you and I both know they're not going to do anything. They can't even walk upstairs correctly. Have you seen them lately?
Hardly. Well, we can provide them with garlic and other provisions. I'm not sure how much good it will do, but perhaps if we keep morale up, that would be enough. Who is out here opening doors? Where are you guys at? I can't even find you in this big fucking city. Look at you breaking into the keep. What are you doing over there, Beastboard?
I
What you
didn't
doing?
do shit. It was an open door, and then I got closed in here. It was Professor, I swear.
Uh-huh.
No, I was over here. What are you talking about?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Break into that treasury while you're at it. Who in the fuck? What is this? What is over here?
Hailstorm got a nat 20 on sneak to lock him in the door.
Wait, what is... Who else is in here? Wait, are these both Beastborg?
No.
What is Escoror doing in here?
I don't know.
It's close enough.
The fuck? Okay.
The more I
Phineas
use
is
this program, the
definitely-
more I like it.
What the fuck is this guy doing here?
Like, wait, what?
So are linemen canon in the universe now?
Yeah, I guess, right? We'll deal with your transgressions breaking into the keep here momentarily.
Well, I guess,
So she's
Well,
going
ahead
to
of the
try to
town
outfit the
guard.
guards, but she's just as confident as you are in their abilities.
well, thank you for your time, I suppose. Lock your door, just in case.
I will do so. We will remain ever vigilant.
Cleric.
Goodbye.
Beautiful time. I am watching you guys. Don't think I don't see you over here. You stay out of whatever you think might be in there.
Oh, there you are.
Hello.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
yeah, the
Oh, who left that door open?
They were going to outfit the guards against vampires or something. So add it to the list.
And it seems like
Shit
she
I'm
would
not worrying about.
inform them of that issue as well. So some of the clerics are also Town's Guard and vice versa, I suppose.
Come on, Tony.
Beastie with the boss. So do you guys just want to wait 2 nights until, or 3 nights? 2 nights?
Yeah, it'd be 2 more nights for the armor.
Yeah.
Is it 2? I thought it was 3.
Well, it's 3 days, so 2 nights.
Oh, no.
So you return to your homes, I assume, and sleep for the first night. The John Jacob vampire hunting family is posted up, watching their windows in the street down below. The Blackstrands have locked their windows and attempted to hide themselves away from the possible vampiric nightmare inside the city. Where does Phineas... So Phineas has the house. Does Josephine stay there with him?
She probably goes back to the temple.
Okay.
He would ask again, but she'd probably turn him down at this point. Like, no, I think you'll be okay. But the vampires. Lock your door, lock your window, you know, just a theory, you know, just in case. And then she'll leave. Phineas will just stand there slack-jawed as she used his own words against him.
She's right, you know.
Oh, most definitely.
And you all awaken. Nothing seems necessarily out of the ordinary. All of your windows are shut. The Jingleheimer Schmidt brothers are passed out on each other, leaning up against the window.
Like they do.
Damn it.
Phineas, when morning breaks, do you consume more of your Azoth?
Absolutely.
Okay. You now receive a boon that every time you are successfully hit, the attacker is dealt 1d6 points of damage.
Does that stack with the other one?
Are there now 2d6?
Yeah, it's not
I
2d6.
would assume so. It hasn't killed you yet.
Phineas is gonna kill the whole party the one time he gets hit by like a fucking leaf or something.
No, it's dealt to the attacker, so... So if you blow yourself up, you take the damage.
I mean, like someone else hits him and then he just explodes.
Oh, I know.
TPK.
I know. I'm just clarifying, just in case you were planning on lighting a fart in a dungeon or something like that.
I would never.
Killing a couple of thieves.
Again.
Beastie's never done that before.
No, how could he?
I am the greatest magic user in Muntberg. I would never stoop so low to kill a bunch of thieves. Even though it was on accident.
Seems like the right thing to do. Is there anything that you guys want to do
Within your employee.
on the second day?
It's like a merchant's guild or something in town.
Um,
Master
hmm.
trader. Or a general store even.
There's a general store, a merchant's caravan, the merchant's council. What are you looking for?
Alchemy set. Because she took it.
As far as you were previously aware, there's no one in town who could provide it. She had been
That's why I wanted to play
working with the kingdom, who had only permitted one distillery and brewmaster within Muntberg. And she was kind of trying to get a shipment of what she was going to call replacement parts. I think you guys had a conversation about. And then she went dark. So without knowing her distributors,
We gotta go see the elves.
yeah, you either go see the elves or learn how
Go
to.
back to Dwimmermount.
Yeah, I suppose you could go back to Dwimmermount. You could also, I don't know, maybe spend like 6 or 8 weeks learning how to build a distillery. You know, there's a lot of good
Now you're
roleplay
just
that
giving
can.
us ideas to stall game.
Well, I mean, that also gives 2 additional full moons and a lot of nights, which may or may not have vampires in them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Are you trying to thin the ranks of Jingleheimer?
no. Who would do that? That would be atrocious. That would be like nothing short of a war crime.
Not a war
I
crime.
promise you,
There's,
there are more where that came from Saturday.
Right, she's targeting the black
I
strip.
will never run out of names for my characters.
I mean, it's important. I am also targeting the black strands. I mean, look at him.
Alright, Lars.
Do I have to?
No.
Thank you.
Have an idea.
I also have an idea.
And without telling you what it is, he takes off.
Oh,
Once you get home, sure you can subscribe. Change the dollar.
So do you have your ring light?
oh. It's not a ring light. It's just my light for my fan.
Whatever it is, it does the thing.
Is that better?
Yeah.
There we go.
Where are you going, Phineas? What are you doing? Okay, he's
I'm at
broken
the dwarf
into
house.
Warfheim.
I walked into Dwarfheim. The door was unlocked. Oh. Looking for the old man.
Yep, he is sitting there eating his breakfast. Wow,
Join him.
3 days in a row, eh? Well, you're welcome anytime, as we said.
Oh, perfect. I had some follow-up questions.
Hey, very good. What can I do for you?
I told you to lock your doors and all that, right?
Yes, been doing so.
She's gone. We don't know where she went.
Oh,
And she also took all of her equipment that we've been using to conduct business.
I see. Well, seems you'll have to find another avenue, or
It's either
result
I
in.
find
You could always consume it unrefined, if that's the problem you're facing. He kind of
would rather
looks at you
not.
dead-eyed.
Rather not.
Alright, well,
So either I find a secondary set or get the one in Dwimmermount working.
well, I'm sure if you can restore power to the upper levels of the mountain, not only could you run a distillery, but we might be able to reclaim the forge and perhaps even get the old elevator working. But
Reclaim the
warn you.
forge.
yes, but for how long?
Fair.
If you manage to turn power back on to the mountain, at least those upper levels that I'm somewhat familiar with, you might find the dangerous things down below are also awakened by it. I would be very careful to check the perhaps the third, maybe even the fourth levels as well, just to be sure things are safe when you're ready to activate it. If you're that desperate for it, you could attempt to do so early, but I would recommend clearing at least a safe zone around the portion you intend to inhabit. The orcs are bad enough, and whatever they bring with them can't be any better.
I mean, I was just thinking lock the door.
I mean, it's kept us out long enough. I've seen creatures strong and brave enough to break down even iron doors.
Oh,
His
wow.
name is Brady Chapman.
Not the most charismatic, but strong.
Was not streamed.
Right.
Me too.
There's
I
no
need to
canon.
video him again on stream.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Not like that. Nope. Mm-mm. I'm looking at chat over here. I'm paying attention. Look at me go.
Yeah.
But you were Chad.
Chat. Chat.
Oh.
Saturday's been drinking whiskey. Give me a goddamn break. Okay. I did tell Beastborg I would smoke with him here in a little while. We could smoke.
Here, hold this hail from.
Phineas will look over his shoulder and
hailstorm, man. I'm
notice
holding
that
this.
Lars is no longer with him. The Black Strand said they had an idea, and I assumed they would follow me, but I was wrong. Poor man probably hasn't even had his
Blackstrand.
morning coffee.
Yeah, he went to his D&D version of Starbucks and got coffee. Probably at the tavern or something.
You can buy coffee at the tavern. It's the Flask and Scroll. And the dwarf looks at you, Phineas, and says, I see you've had your coffee.
Oh, yes, I feel fantastic.
Mm,
Do it.
strange, but you've never looked better, my friend.
Oh,
Do
it's the
be
mask.
careful.
I love that Anytime Phineas gets hit, he retaliates with great sword damage.
Yeah. 2d6. Blam!
I am limiting my intake for experimental purposes.
Hmm.
Can't have
Experimental.
experiment if the data is varied.
That's true. That's true.
So I try to have a small helping with my coffee every morning and
What we gotta do is we just gotta get
write out the
some
rest of the day.
damage reduction so he can just run around naked and like jump on spears, not take damage, and blow people up.
Or, just put him in like a full suit of armor. You can never cast another spell again, Phineas.
They have to hit you.
Oh, right.
We just need to get you some hit points.
Yeah. A lot of those, and then you get all the healing
A
spells.
lot of those.
Time to power level the clerics. Turn Phineas into a god.
What do you think I was trying to do before our tap tips over?
Yeah.
Well,
We still
cheers,
have 2
everyone.
barrels, though.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, we do still have 2 barrels that we can sell off for XP.
Phineas is like, you fucking think
You
though.
mean 2 barrels that I can turn to liquid fucking power?
So at this
Liquid
point,
god juice.
the dwarf says, I think I smell your friends approaching.
Lars and Tars and Glandel bust in the door. It says, what's up, what's up, what's up?
Unless you
I like to think that they
Loud and
entered one after the other,
It's
and
whoever
each one
got
of them only
finger
said
pistol.
one "What's up?"
Porg, I just saw your message.
Yes.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Well, Saturday.
Like, I could do that.
I'll talk to you after shoot.
Okay. Like, you think you want that. Everybody thinks that they would want that.
You're not getting the deck of many things, Beast Board.
I would love that too. Definitely give me that.
What's he asking for this time?
Nothing.
Adamantine armor.
Yes.
Yeah, plus 8
That's-
adamantine.
I'm looking to play anime characters in BX.
Beast Board. Beast Board.
Like, I could
You
do
gotta
it.
unlock them first.
Yeah, you could unlock it super quick, and then you're gonna have a really bad time. So, like, imagine I'm being mean, but really I'm trying to spare you of an even worse time.
Yeah, so like, put it this way, Beastwork. In another first ed game that BC and I have been playing in for a while, the dungeon masters will usually be willing to let you take any magic item that you want to write down in your character sheet, regardless of what level your character is. The problem with that is then somebody who wants that item is going to come and take it from you.
And if you
And
don't
you're
give it to them, they're going
So
to
you're probably not going to survive.
That's fine.
That's fucking brutal. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, dude, you can.
Why'd you have to give them ideas?
Yeah.
You
You
have
want the
a
deck of
+5
many things?
long
Yeah.
sword at
Mhm.
3rd level, but like, the 18th level fighter is going to come punch you in the face and take you.
He's gonna
Like-
break both your arms and take it from you.
Yeah. And then for good measure, after he's taken, he's going to kick you in the dick until you die.
Until you die. At 3rd level's like 3 kicks.
Just
Not
a-
even.
Barely 3 kicks.
It's one kick because he summons all his men from his standing army and just like jumps you. And as he stands there and watches and then picks up the sword off your mangled corpse.
So I'm just gonna swing for 100 D8 damage. You're going to die.
Overwhelming odds. You're
My
dead.
custom Bleach character appears out of nowhere and saves me.
This
Counters.
is one thing that I
Counters.
appreciate about first edition is like at insanely high levels, your character is not like insanely god powerful. They're powerful because they command people.
Right.
Like pretty much every class at higher levels, like fighters establish a keep and then they summon a standing, or they establish a standing army with their keep and the land that they have. Rangers start training their own little ranger corps. Monks take on their own school, monastery, whatever. Wizards start training new wizards, and then like you effectively are walking around with an army of little youths.
Raining hellfire onto goblins.
Yeah, so like if ever
Yes.
you're like, man, I wish that I could cast Fireball 15 times in a turn, guess what? You can. And you still got a bunch of other wizards in your school that can't cast Fireball yet, so they're throwing magic missiles out. Like, bro, like first ed, old school D&D is built for like large scale warfare at higher levels.
Blackstrand, you look like you had something to say.
Oh no. He was here to listen to Phineas's idea.
Oh,
Oh yeah, what it,
well, very well.
Lars was the only one saying what's up with the finger pistols. Tars and Glando are just shaking their head like God damn
It's
it.
like this fucking guy.
So, you said you had a plan, Phineas?
I did. And it's not going to work.
Oh,
They don't have an extra one. We're going to have to figure out how to put on power back in Dwimmermount. And secure a safe zone, maybe a few floors down.
We should go see the elves.
Did you hear that?
you know, that was my idea. I was thinking that same thing. Who said that?
Seriously want to trek hundreds of miles to go find someone that may or may not be there?
Yeah.
Okay, we at least wait a few days first.
Definitely. Mari should be here every day.
Yeah, you guys have one more day before your armor's ready and your Blackstrand cousin arrives.
We should probably like stock up on food and stuff if we're gonna actually take a trip. Because I'm normally not taking like, weeks worth of food down in Gorman.
The old dwarf would warn you that the road and the forest especially is dangerous. If you need a healer, there won't be one for miles. If you intend to take a small army at some point, it might be the most formidable way to face the elves.
I think our ideas of visiting the elves are very different, my good friend.
I won't worry you with what happened last time I visited the elves.
You're probably not wrong.
We lost the sun to the arrows.
Why is it dark all of a sudden? I don't see any clouds.
Just rivers of dwarf blood.
I didn't know rivers come in that color.
Lucky Rivers. I just reached 30k in channel points. Hell yeah. Getting there. Beastie with the boss skill, let's go.
Let's go. Suppose, if you're serious, you would want me to go shopping.
You stand in a slot machine.
I was looking at how to turn it into a fishing minigame. I think you guys are going to love it. I mean, you're going to hate it because you're never going to catch anything, but when you do, it's going to be a shiny Gyarados.
Funny enough, I got Pokemon Go. I woke up one day and caught a shiny Gyarados.
That's
I was
fucking
like, oh,
lit.
hello there. I'm like, first off, these things don't ever spawn. Second off, this thing is fucking shiny.
Fucking rare.
Yeah, it's weak as hell, but I mean, hey, it's rare as fuck.
Yeah, bro. Like, who cares what the stats are?
You all saw that shit I sent you about the bounty on the $2.6 million bounty on the one ring card.
Yeah, dude, I saw the TikTok that guy posted when he fucking pulled it. He was like literally shaking in the video.
It was Post Malone that had the bounty out.
Oh yeah, 2.6 mil. Fucking wild.
I didn't
Oh,
even
it's
realize
2.6? I thought you
Yeah,
said
2
1.6.
$2.6 million.
So it was, from what I understand, he had put it at 2 million, and then he added the additional 0.6 to help pay the taxes that the guy would have to pay off of that 2 million to cover it. So
Nice.
yeah,
That's super cool.
absolute badass. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Now, Post Malone seems like a really cool guy to meet.
he's actually fucking brilliant. Like, it blows my mind.
What I heard, whenever he has a concert, or goes anywhere and has any type of interview, he makes it his goal to shake hands and learn everyone's name, even the guy that cleans up the room and everything after
That's
the
legit.
interview's over with. Will make sure he knows everyone's name and shakes everyone's hand.
That's dope.
Imagine being that rich and still a totally decent person. Like, that's super wholesome. I like that.
Like, I showed you those Magic videos with him.
Yeah, dude, that blew my mind. I was like, dude, I would love playing Magic with Post Malone. Like, what? I did not think there was going to be a lifetime I would say that in, but here we are.
Yeah, right.
I learned an infinite combo watching that video.
It's fucking wild.
Great.
Like, what? Okay. And he plays with Tolarian Academy? Like, I don't even...
Look, Valerian Academy.
Yeah, he's great. It's just like, what? Mind-boggling. Okay, what do you...
It's so hard banned in like every format.
I meant the YouTuber. God damn it.
No.
Yeah, Tolarian
Oh, yeah,
College,
yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
But yes. So are you guys going to find the elves? What's the game plan? You still have one more day before armor.
I mean, I'm down to go see the elves.
Yeah, I'm done with CDOs once I get the armor.
Oh, these fools are going to be the death of me.
You don't have to go with them. So...
I mean, the elves could have like brilliant alchemists. We don't know.
Why is Don John not working?
Code. Very
It's, I'm gonna go intercept them before they come up with some crazy idea to get us all killed. Thank you for breakfast, and the advice as he rushes out the door. And then closes the door behind him.
Says, very well. Best of luck out there. You can hear him turn to one of his sons. I really hope they don't die. I rather like that bunch.
Even New York.
Even the orc, strangely enough.
John Jacob, but I found you before Lars did.
When they say they would show honor to the orc as well, because you trust him, they meant it.
So Lars has this wild hair up his ass about going to go see some elves. And I wanted to get to you and tell you that before he decided to try to convince you to join this crazy charade.
You mean like the elves with like
Yes, the elves with the
the beautiful angular features and the long flowing hair and we're gonna go see the elves?
You start hearing footsteps running towards you. Did someone say elves? A large person.
You approach the John Jacob with the elf fetish.
I see I'm outnumbered here. Mainly have two concerns. Outside the obvious distance.
There's nothing to be concerned of, Phineas.
Well, for one,
Elves.
I'm not going to have enough Azoth to make the trip. Two, what's the second thing? Oh, it's important. Oh, it's fucking dangerous.
We'll be fine. We're strong, right?
You're strong.
You're strong. I'm addicted to Azoth.
Well, to be like, all right, come on, flex for me. I know you got a little bit of muscle.
Oh, I
in there,
remember. I
wizard
remember now.
man.
Who's gonna pay for all this?
Pay for what?
The trip that's going to be hundreds of miles on our grand journey.
Isn't it like 80 miles?
Hundreds and hundreds of miles.
You know what? I know a way we can do it for very cheap.
Are you sure? You're a wizard?
I ain't the greatest magic user in all of Mudburg, thank you.
You know, I question that sometimes.
Oh, I see. I see. Well, remember that next time you need someone to cast Fireball, or make light, or put a whole group of bad guys to sleep. Because your ass is in danger.
Whoa, your
If
last
you're really-
quote-unquote fireball killed 2 people.
It did no such thing. The room exploded. That was
And
not...
if you're really
fault.
that worried about your addiction, John Jacob would pull his backpack off and open it up and show you 2 full water skins.
Fuck, I forgot you had those.
I
Oh,
know you did.
I
Closes
forgot
the
you
backpack again and puts it back on his back.
had... Very well. How much is this trip going to cost, and when do we leave?
I say, once we can get our
Completely at
automatic-
180 on his fucking demeanor.
So what all do we need to get?
Food,
We'll
mostly.
need food, camping supplies,
Garlic.
garlic. Garlic. Oh yes,
I
we'll
love
eat garlic.
garlic.
It's not for eating. It's to keep you alive. Who knows where and how far spread this vampire menace is going to spread, or even Luntberg will be standing by the time we return.
Professional streamer.
Oh, shit. What the fuck? Sorry, I was trying to get some notes for when these guys kill themselves. Thank you, Hailstorm. We got Big
welcome.
Jack. Paddle? What? Wait, Paddle wasn't subbed? Hang on. Hold up.
Phrasing.
We got
Wow.
God damn it. Got Shy Guy. Got Alex1GX. I'm not sure who that is. And Loose Tongue. Also not sure who that is, but, you know, maybe they'll show up now. What's up? Thank you, Hailstorm.
Maybe.
You're the bomb.
You're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate you, brother.
Signed in on my phone.
Been sitting here for the last like 20 minutes trying to log into his phone.
Oh, no shit.
Or-
Thank you, brother.
It did say there was a way to turn on power in Dwimmermount.
Oh, that was my alarm going off.
Oh, we're gonna go see the elves, right?
There's no talking you out of it. Is there?
But why wouldn't you want to go see the elves?
Well, what is your goal to go see the elves?
Me?
Hundreds of miles of dangerous countryside and the vampire plague that's rising.
Jingleheimer must grow.
He's looking for the elven princess.
My elven princess.
John Jacob's gonna be the reason half elves exist.
Thank you, Hailstorm. That
You're
tier
welcome.
3 sub. Thank you.
Lars is gonna try, but probably fail.
You
It's just I gotta get my channel points somehow.
You guys are going to risk your life for some elven booty?
Yeah.
It's an unknown land. Nobody's been there in quite some time. I mean, it's probably totally safe. I mean, the mountain right next to Muntberg is pretty safe in comparison.
Let me-
7 months subbed. Bomb.
Camping gear, rations, booze to deal with this headache. As he starts writing down stuff as he heads to the general store.
I would also head towards the general store.
I have no idea where it's at.
General store. What are you guys looking for?
The general store.
Tents. Primarily. Well,
Okay.
and ration. The ranger's not a thing yet, so we can't really do a lot of hunting very well.
I wonder if we can get sponsored by the Merchant Council and tell them we're attempting to open trade.
That's certainly a good idea. I mean,
Spot on, I
I can make an attempt.
I will go make an attempt. Phoenix will head to the Merchant Council.
would say take Grog with you, but I don't know how well.
It's gonna go incredibly well.
He's the most charismatic thing we have. But he's an orc.
Yeah.
So a tent is going to run you 15 gold. The rations 5 gold or 15 gold for iron rations. Raven with the boss kill. Let's go. Speaking of goat, I gotta put the goats away here shortly. Is there anything else you guys needed? Tent, rations.
Got a tinderbox. We
I
got
need a bedroll.
Tinderbox, 3 gold.
no. We said I've already got one.
Bedroll,
And you said
5
ration
gold.
for how much?
Okay.
Standard rations for 7 days, 5 gold. Iron rations for 7 days, 15 gold.
Okay.
Oh, I see you out there, Hailstorm.
Buying a week of iron rations for everybody on my group.
Oh, all right, all right. But how much XP did you have? Like 6? That's awesome. You got like 145. That's rad, dude. Oh,
Yeah, the
fuck.
boss fight
Thriving over
changed.
here. Better than I was doing at the end of last month. I apparently had negative 100.
It's
I was
amazing.
in debt.
I have no idea how that even happens. It's amazing. So yeah, bedroll, 5 gold. What else do you guys need? Do you want me to go through the equipment list if you want to just ask from there, or do you guys have it on the PDF?
Should be in the pinned messages.
If you guys want to go through equipment for your journey, go ahead and do so. I'm gonna put the goats away real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay. You guys ready? Well, thank you guys as usual for waiting for me to put the goats away. And...
We were gonna talk about like strategy for this campaign and stuff, but then we started talking about a different game.
What strategy?
Mm-hmm.
For
Indeed.
this
That never
plan,
mattered.
I'm going to forget it.
Yep.
But
So,
don't forget it. I have no plans of following it.
is there anything else you guys wanted to do during the day before nightfall? Purchased your items, this and that. You have armor ready tomorrow and a new companion, the Black Strand cousin. Have you rolled a character sheet for your cousin?
Yes.
Very good.
I would like to buy a dagger.
Dagger. What kind of dagger? Just a regular old dagger? Normal dagger? Or a silver dagger?
My magic dagger.
You can buy a silver
How
dagger.
much is the silver? How much is the silver?
Well, the smith explains to you, typically it's about 30 gold. But considering you've commissioned several items for me, including the sets of armor here, I could probably part with one for maybe 600 or 700 gold.
Picture 700 gold.
Yeah, is there a problem with that?
You said you went from it would be like how much you meant? But you know,
Oh, no. It doesn't matter. Yeah, for you today, the low price.
low price of your next 3 children.
All right, God damn it! I could do 25 gold.
All right, I can do that. I can work with 20 things.
Lars Blackstrand. The seed in his butt takes root and begins sprouting. Wow. Okay.
God, it was Hailstorm, wasn't it? Of course it was. You know, I was further up in the chat as I'm scrolling down.
Yeah, I can't imagine who that could have been. Could be anybody.
Could be anybody.
I don't want to point any fingers, but thumbs don't count.
Okay, I've got just the thing, Hailstorm. It's not going to happen in town, but I've got something for you. I was gonna be nice, but that doesn't sound very gentle, so...
So does a silver dagger have like any extra damage bonus or anything like that?
It can damage werewolves and other creatures.
Hold up.
He's right, you know.
Like vampires.
Yes, like vampires.
Like vampires.
I don't have any magic weapons. Yeah, Phineas is still headed to the Merchant Council.
Okay. So, the Merchants Council is this large, beautiful building over here.
One with the red sofa.
Yeah. So it's a large and nicely anointed building. The merchants of Muntberg and the surrounding areas meet to discuss matters of mutual interest. The building contains offices, meeting rooms, and even bedrooms for the use of the merchants and their designated guests. The chief counselor, Bartolome Nyan, is here at all times. He greets you as you enter. You also see 5 mercenaries surrounding him. He's currently sitting on the red chair, smoking a fine cigar. You see a fine gold chain connecting a watch to his coat pocket, and a large golden signet ring on his finger. Oh, Hailstorm with the boss. We'll do a big boss.
Greetings, gentlemen.
Hello!
Looking over to the mercenaries.
What can we do for you? Whiskey?
I
Smoke?
absolutely. I, Phineas, greatest magic user in all of Montberg, have a proposition for you.
And what will that be?
My idiot companions
Mhm.
and I, mainly their fault, wish to go to the woods of Owlia or Owley.
I'm like, don't make me look at the map again. Damn it.
It's Alleigh.
Uh,
Owley.
Alaya. Leia.
Alea. Yeah, that one.
Alaga.
He starts tripping over as he pulls up the map trying to pronounce it. Some elven forest to the south.
Very well.
And I was looking for sponsorship as I attempt to open up trade between our two great nations.
Wait. Excuse me. And he spits some of his whiskey back into the cup, not wanting to spit it on the floor. He sets it on the table. You mean to contact the elves?
Yes.
Okay.
Won't get some elven booty.
Very well. Can you describe the red robe sitting down? And yes. No, he's sitting on a red chair. He's... I mean, yeah, he does kind of have this Hefner vibe about him. But he kind of laughs at you. I don't mean to jest, but do you have any concept of how dangerous that might be?
Oh, I'm fully aware, but like I said, my idiot companions
Fair enough. A fool's errand.
cannot be talked out of it.
Well,
So
Elven booty!
it's been some time since we've attempted to parlay with the elves. It's been
my
some
point
time,
exactly, as
even
he
since
notions
we've
to the door.
tried to visit that area of this continent. I suppose we could provide a cheaper wagon, perhaps some mules or maybe horses. I'll talk to the council. Give me a day, and I should be able to give you an update.
I mean,
If
we have all
if
these
you're able to
things.
make it, it could be incredibly profitable for the town. I just
I
haven't
was
been able to find someone so
mainly-
foolish, I mean brave, to take on the task. You see,
we
these
have
men...
all of those things you mentioned.
Bravery
I was looking more
or
of a
foolishness?
I was looking more of a writ to cover our expenses for rations and gear and such.
Well... What did you have in mind?
The usual food, shelter, booze.
Well, if we give you a
But
cart,
mainly the first two.
there will be food, shelter, and booze. You can do with
I
that
hear boobs.
as you please. Skull. However, if you're not successful, we will require you, or perhaps your family or next of kin, to pay for the tools that were loaned to you.
Of course, of course.
And if you are successful, you will be handsomely rewarded. It could certainly benefit the town.
Hermithy, the barkeep, is who you're gonna want to speak to if I die. But until then, don't speak to them because we're distant and estranged.
Maybe.
Very well. I will take note of that here. I will speak with some of the other Merchants' Council at dinner tonight and let you know what we can provide by morning. Call it brunch.
I'll bring the mimosas.
Brilliant. Is there anything else I can do for you or your foolhardy friends? As John Jacob comes barreling through the front door and closes it behind him.
I think that'll do it. I will let them know, as I'm sure they've been intentfully listening, hoping to hear about boobs.
Booty?
Did I hear elf booty?
They're aware. Thank you. I will see
Hello,
you tomorrow.
sir. Lars Blacksmith. Oh. Well, have a good day, sir.
It's like the NPC sits up to greet you and then just like sits down and ignores you.
He's like about to shake my hand, and then I'm like, oh, yeah. Oh,
Well,
bye.
actually, never mind. Cancel that.
Alright, so I procured us a cart with food and rations and all that for tomorrow, potentially. I see you guys have already went shopping against my better word. I'm not reimbursing any of that. Now, I need to go visit the blacksmith.
Me too. Where is it?
Didn't you already buy a silvered blade from him?
Isn't this the next day?
No.
Same day.
Oh.
You guys have yet to
Tomorrow.
retire to your homes and go to sleep. Is there anything else you guys want to do on this day?
I head back to the dwarves after I say I'm going to the blacksmith.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask them if I can get some silver tipped arrows.
Aye.
And how much they want for them.
We'd be happy to part with them. Typically, they're roughly worth about 5 gold apiece. I'll give you 10.
He puts 10 gold on the counter.
No, no, no. We will give you 10 arrows.
Oh,
Beastie with the big bad.
thank you.
We feel you deserve it. You'll put them to better use than we will, using them for fucking target practice out back.
Surely. Those buffoons have already gotten themselves excited about potential elfin booty.
Oh.
And ran off, jumped in bed at home. Waiting for tomorrow to come.
The dwarf lord shakes his head, scowling at your party's degenerate behavior.
I've gotten a deal set up with the Merchant Council, proposing a trade alliance, hopefully, so that some good may come out of the shenanigans.
Very well. If you do intend to go and meet with the elves, tell them
Did I hear elves?
Tomorrow's not the only thing I wanted to come.
Lucky tomorrow. Tell them I said straight from the mouth of Lord Silverhill. Go fuck yourselves.
Oh. Do you know how to say that in Elvish?
There's my Sindarin translator.
Oh.
Yeah, see what we got here. Ah, it's not a lot of... We're gonna figure this out. Glengar Etiet T.N. It's a rough translation, but it's there. You have to say it
point
with
is made.
the Dwarven's guttural tone, however, they really don't like that.
Ah. Perfect. I will be sure to send the message along.
That escalated quickly. Yeah, well, right. And somehow we're still out here on Twitch. Sorry, Twitch.
Let's see. Nope.
Yep. Seems like enough of a warning to those who can read that, you know, it should get the point across. I mean, I don't know what it says, but there's a lot of text there.
Seems like it could be a warning.
It seems like for most legalese, if you put enough text that most people won't read it, you're kind of in the clear.
I mean, until you're not, but yeah.
Like the Twitch TOS, which we all totally read. Especially the last one, which we all definitely read.
Definitely. Don't really have much use for this. Or these, for that matter. Seeing as our dear alchemist is absconded with everything.
You guys have a
And
deer
he pulls
alchemist?
out... Wait, what?
You have a deer alchemist? Like an alchemist who's also a deer? It's very strange.
I mean, she's a vampire.
We had a
She could be a
dungeon
deer.
alchemist.
Shout
I
out
think
to
vampires
Dungeon
can
Alchemist.
shapeshift. She's probably a deer right now. Regardless, as he pulls out the Basilisk Fang and the 4 Widow Fangs and
Yeah,
then
what
the
about?
2
Hey,
Giant Widow
welcome in.
Fangs.
Oh,
Wait, do they actually have a Twitch?
yeah, every Monday they do a, like, tutorial day. Go check them out.
That's dope.
Dungeon Alchemist is dope.
So he puts 2 Giant Widow Fangs, 4 Widow Fangs, and a Basilisk Fang on the table.
Whoa. You've been
What's gonna give
collecting,
these?
I see.
Yes. He's taking maybe a necklace of sorts. Unless you guys have a better use for him.
Well, quite fine jewelers. I'm sure we could procure something. I would note that these are still laden with toxins.
Oh.
As much as I'm not very afraid of them and quite stout myself, you may want to be careful with how you transport these. And he picks one up and it's just like dripping onto his table.
Right, yes.
With
Then,
your backpack, there's several
excessively
holes between your
careful
back
as
and-
he looks into his backpack and sees everything just covered.
Just a little singed, little...
Oops.
The dog was chewing on the house. I can't even. Don't get me started with that bullshit. One of my dogs was chewing on one of the fucking logs in the cabin that I live in. And I was like, well, how in the fuck? And it's like on the fucking floor. Like, how am I supposed to replace that or do anything about it? It's just forever chewed.
So, scratch the necklace idea.
So,
I wonder.
I mean, we could.
Do you think you could fashion this into a blade and retain the poison? Like let it collect in the sheath or something, or would it drain out by the time you got all that?
Have you tried keystering it?
I am less not afraid of poisons than you.
Oh, it was just a thought. I mean, you know, we used to do all sorts of things back in the day to, you know, pass the time, I suppose. Taking a dab if anyone wants to join. I will certainly smoke with you. These people are monsters. Just hole about 5-inch diameter on the side of the house. He's making a goddamn hole bigger. Really? Right at the goddamn for effect. Oh, that is the worst. It's like fucking worse than a rat trying to fucking chew a hole in the house. Like, what are you doing, dog? Anyway, smoke high time. Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
We rent. Oh no. Okay. So consider the security deposit eliminated. I mean, what is it? Drywall? Like, what is he chewing through? Because like that siding can be cheap as fuck. You can have it repainted, it's never going to match. That's kind of the pain in the ass. Have you considered, like, you know, just sheet aluminum? Like exterior board? Maybe sheet aluminum. Some nice finish screws, paint over it. Been here for 7 years, yeah. You know, it's not legal advice, but I would pretend it never happened. That's what I would do.
Yeah, call your landlord and say you saw some raccoons in the neighborhood.
Yeah, there was this group of raccoons. There was like 40 of them. Seems like a good, reasonable number of raccoons.
Yeah, if you live in Florida, you could say you saw your neighbor chewing on your house.
I saw a drill man chewing on my house.
Oh. That's the other side of the states, though.
Trash panda attack. Yeah, that's true. It's like a whole other world away. There's no idea
Literally,
what the house
Florida's
looks
its
like.
own
Yeah,
monster.
that's fine. Yeah, Florida's a whole other animal. Quite literally. There were like 3 raccoons out in the compost when I went to put the goats away, and I just growled at them and they took off.
Grrr. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's like, whoop. One of them leapt right over the electric fence line. I was like, oh, okay, so you know. Very clever. Well, I suppose we could fashion a blade out of these. It would be a bit crude, kind of a sword and board.
Oh, I'm not using it.
A board sword? Kind of like a nail board. I mean, what do you want to use it for? Some sort of trap? You could fashion a
I was
pitfall
going
with it.
to give it to the boy. I'm sure he can handle himself. You dwarves are pretty stout.
Fair enough. We might be able to fashion it into some sort of dagger. Give us a little while to play around with it, but might be a bit crude, as we can't really forge into it. It's going to be more kind of an archaic piece, but it should get the job done.
You can keep the spider fangs.
Thank you.
I was gonna have the alchemist distill the venom down into a poison I could place on my arrows, but as I said, she is vacated and is on the run.
That is a problem, isn't it? Well, very well. Give me some time and we'll get something created of this for you.
Sounds good.
And thank you again for the spider fangs. I'm sure we can come up with something.
Do with them as you please. I need to go buy a new backpack before I retire for the evening.
5 gold.
So thank you and good night
Good night. It's like
or
afternoon.
morning, afternoon. To get stuck on the wall.
And he's still at the dining table eating food.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye then. So if you go to the general store, backpack will run you 5 gold.
Yeah, I will buy that and then I'll head home.
And is there
I
anything...
don't want to hear anything else about the John Jacobs and the Black Strands fucking booty heist today. Phineas is over it.
So the lot of you... Oh, what do you got?
Well, so he's not as bad as Brownie Javo, but I'd like to point out that John Jacob Jingle Hammersmith, who's obsessed with getting elven booty, has a charisma of 6.
He's not quite Brownie Javo, but he's working on it. He'll be there one day, or die trying. So the John Jacobs post up in their homestead, waiting for the certain attack of the vampires. And somehow, they make it through till morning. Phineas awakens in the morning, checks his neck, his windows, and sees no sign of sentry into his home. Lars,
Change that.
what's that?
He's no sign of 4th century into his home. I'll change that.
I'm just gonna stand here as if my door is closed because I can't close it from the inside.
We will pretend your door is closed. Can you open it?
I can open it from outside, but I can't close it from the inside. Otherwise, I'm locked in.
I don't know why. That's fine. Your home is secure.
Yeah.
How secure do you want your home?
Probably pretty fucking secure.
You sure about that?
Maybe.
John Jacob bursts through the door.
Leroy! Booty! I hear him just yelling from down the block.
That's awesome.
A homeless guy just busts through the window, saying, "Oh yeah," then runs away.
Yeah, you awaken, your window is shattered. You're not quite sure what happened. Josephine awakens. She notices in the mirror of the Temple of Tyche 2 puncture marks on the right side of her neck. She awakens feeling well rested and Better than she has in quite some time. What is her wisdom?
15.
She has a sinking feeling that Rosalind Tallstock might have paid her a visit over the evening.
Could have stayed with Phineas in my house, but no. You wanted to stay at the church, where it's safe. And look at you now! I'm sorry for your loss. Are you okay?
Being that she is your character, you know, she could divulge that information to you, or you could choose to tell.
Alright. I'm gonna dice roll this.
Oh,
Oops.
how many hit points does she have?
It's 49. She don't say shit.
How many hit points does she have, though?
She has 6.
Okay. She took 2 damage over the night.
Okay, and then she would have healed.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Alright, so she's good.
I just wanted to make sure I didn't kill her with that. Like, oh, fuck.
Oops.
Whoopsies.
Josephine wakes up dead.
Man, how you gonna wake up dead?
She'll pull one of her holy cloths or whatever and wear it as a scarf for the day. To be fashionable.
Smart.
But just today. Oddly, out of the blue. Lars,
What?
any vampires last night?
Not that I noticed.
Same. Maybe she left.
Maybe. What if she made it to the elves? And all the elves are vampires. Lars has a slight panic attack.
I think that's a little bit of a stretch. As he sips his morning coffee.
So aside from your party member wearing a scarf, nothing seems abnormal this morning. If you head to the blacksmith, you have your sets of armor ready and waiting for you.
Yep.
And as you are on your way to the blacksmith, Lars, you see your cousin walking through the center of town.
What's the AC for plate mail? Or full plate, whatever we got.
The
20.
suit armor is 20.
21.
It's
Oh my
20,
God.
and it's loud as
So
fuck.
20 with shield.
I have a shield.
Yeah, it's 20 with shield.
20 with shield?
Oh, I thought it was 21 with shield.
Okay, well then it's 20.
21.
Oh, no, it's 20. It's 20 without shield. You guys are right.
Yeah. Just means that bonus
Then
has to be really good.
what does he wear?
Or something that melts armor. That's always fun too.
Yeah.
But you said I see Mars.
Yep,
Saturday?
you see Mars walking through the center of town, kind of in this area, the main town square. There's several people moving about with their morning business. And you catch him through the crowd.
Mars.
He says, Kazin!
Get the hell over here.
It's so good to see you.
And then I'll hand Mars the silver dagger.
A gift? Well, I suppose if I'm going to put my life on the line.
I heard this works even against werewolves.
Against werewolves?
I know how much you like your experiments, as you like to call them.
I've never experimented on a werewolf, let alone seen one. But, have you
They look like
seen a
big
werewolf?
wolves. I have. They're just big wolves. It's crazy.
That sounds impossible and terrifying at the same time.
Well, I gotta go grab armor for our new dwarf family member. His name is Glandorf.
A dwarf? Very well. You promised riches beyond my wildest dreams. I'm here for it.
Worry.
And if
I hope you don't expect me to pay this man.
you can
Oh, you're
afford
not, don't you worry about
armor
that.
like this, then perhaps... And who is your strange, skinny friend?
This here is
Acquaintance, perhaps?
Phineas the First.
Greatest magic user in all of Muntberg.
The first end. Very well. I suppose that's why you're so frail. Can he even wield a sword, Lars?
I don't think so.
I totally can wield a sword.
I'll
Oh,
Just
yeah.
not very good at it.
And he draws his sword from his hilt and tosses it to you.
yeah.
Oh,
Mars is
I
is actually a magic user.
I want to make a deck save to
Yeah.
try to catch this.
Oh, Mars, hang
Mars
on.
will pull up.
Mars is a magic user?
Yes.
Oh, I totally misread that.
Yeah.
Well,
Mars is a
regardless,
magic user.
What's his
and
strength?
I got a
Mars will
one.
toss over his sword.
What's Mars's strength?
Mars has a 12.
Oh. You took a magic user? You waited 4 days for a magic user? Okay. Alright. Bold move, Cotton.
I got a one on my deck
Imagine
save and
having
snatched that sword
Mars-
out of the air flawless.
Not be a fighter.
Fair enough. Okay. So Lars tosses it at you.
I got a one on my dexterity. I got a one on my dexterity, beating it by 10.
Nice.
Nice.
I catch it, spin around a couple times, and then flip it in the air before handing it back.
So shouldn't it get higher than the number?
No, you have to get
Lower.
lower.
BX is
How
weird.
come your
stats.
save throws get lower at higher level?
So
You gotta roll over your
higher than
save.
your saves. For a skill check, you want to roll lower.
Oh. That's where the lower one was. I was trying to remember where that was from. Alright.
I will hand you your sword back.
But that is the saving throws. They do get lower.
And Mars says, well, perhaps I could learn something from you, after all.
I'm sure I could teach you a number of things as he sips from his morning coffee.
Have you learned how to cast magic missile?
He grabs his short bow, obviously.
Aye. He is well versed in the dark arts.
Wait, became short.
Can you cast light?
He grabs a torch out of his backpack. I can also cast shield, and he hides behind Lars. Greatest magic user in all of Winterberg.
That's truly
No,
amazing.
I cast hold person, and then he hunts Lars.
Pulls out 100 feet of rope. Any other questions?
Glandel starts wandering over at this point. I'm like, oh yes, yes. Here's the dwarf friend Mars. New family member.
He kind of looks over through the crowd and sees him. Whoa! Be careful. There's a dwarf behind you.
Actually, there's two, and he steps to the side and Dune's standing behind him the whole time. This
That's
is Dune the
incredible.
first.
This is Glandel Blackstring.
There's another one around here somewhere.
I have no idea how I didn't see them at first. Well, very well.
Have you tried looking down?
No.
Wow. Another of life's mysteries have been solved.
Just no.
It didn't seem like it needed more explanation than that. So, you were off to fetch some armor for the dwarf.
Yes. Exactly.
Well, this is a nice town. Not as nice as where I hail from, but it's nice.
What would that other town that Mars came from
Fuck
be
you
called?
for asking. I knew as soon as I said something.
Maybe we
Conquer.
were there. You can't just replace the M with a C. That doesn't work for this.
That's why I said Kontberg. Or yeah, home high. It means home.
Target Hill.
And I had looked at this like 2 sessions ago when we had to, or when you had requested to talk to your cousin here. Ah, from Gloris, of course.
Oh,
It's a small community. We mostly farm and mine, but the walls are much greater than here in Munterberg.
Do your
How
dogs know how to
Mars
walk
doing?
upstairs?
what was Nars doing this
Yes,
time
and
of year?
we hardly need them. You know, it's not so bad down by the river. We've even managed to begin trading with the local goblins. I know it might seem strange, but I always find the best knickknacks and jewelry. It could be, always wondered perhaps they're robbing people on the road, but we don't ask questions and they're friendly enough. Right? In the town, down by the river.
Yeah.
So you've acquired Mars. You've acquired your armor. I think you had prepaid the blacksmith.
Yeah,
So he gladly hands over the set of armor to you and to your dwarf. He seems pretty proud of himself. Nothing's going to get through this. Nothing. Rest assured, you're damn near invincible. Granted, you're loud as hell, but invincible.
He's gonna take a nat 20 on his first attack that he receives.
It's going to obliterate you for 48 damage. I can't wait.
Mars is gonna go for a punch. Just completely missing Glandel. Completely.
The armor's
Mars is
gonna
not.
be fine. You're just going to get knocked out of it through every crack.
No, no. Splat. It's gonna be great.
You goofy mess.
One previous opening.
Inside.
I have to pour out the boot.
Thank you, Raven. By the way, I just saw your troubleshooting message regarding Forge.
You guys are looking for John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. He's on the south edge of town.
Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate it. What's he doing down there? Is he
Waiting
ready?
to go south.
Phineas, I think you have some things to acquire.
Yeah, I'm at the Merchant's Guild.
Indeed you are.
Also, before we forget, what happened with my morning coffee?
Oh. Thank you for the reminder. You can now cast a random 4th level cleric spell once per day.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Merchant.
If the die had been
Yeah.
1 higher or 1 lower, you would have been having a very bad time.
I know I'm right line on.
You are really
But
right in the line.
I'm committing. I'm
Yep.
committing.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
I have less than 4,000 experience to go till 4th,
That's
and
amazing.
I might die from drinking ass before then.
I mean, imagine how much worse it'll be if you quit drinking it at this point.
I'm not turning into Rosalind. That's why I was concerned about such a long adventure that I'm completely okay with now.
So let's see. So Bartholomew greets you. Well, I have good news.
Oh,
The rest of the Merchants Guild thought it was just as funny as at first as I did. However, they've chosen to put their trust in you.
wonderful.
They will send you with 2 of our finer horses and a cart that they can draw with 3 tents rations, bedding, water, rope, and mm, 3 lanterns and enough oil for a week. We're also going to send you with 2 crates of various wares to use as bargaining chips. And show the goodwill of Muntberg. You do arrive in the Elfin lands. Now, should anything happen to you lot,
Yes, yes. Hermity at the
Tell me you
bar.
didn't just give us smallpox blankets.
we do appreciate that the journey is perilous and fraught with danger. Perhaps you will make it, perhaps you won't, but you have the goodwill of the Merchants Guild and overall the people of Muntberg. You may want to stop by one of your favored temples on the way out. Receive a blessing and do not stray too far from the road.
Solid sound advice. I'll have our clerics perform some rituals before we leave.
Take this. It's a signed and notarized list, an agreement. Your cart and horses will be waiting for you at the stable master towards the south gate of town.
Perfect.
He hands you the note and a uncut and freshly rolled cigar.
Yes, this makes the trip much more pleasant, I'm sure.
Good luck out there.
Phineas looks at the cigar. His eyes get the zoomies, and then he collects himself. He's like, yes, I shall go inform the rest of my party immediately. Thank you for your time.
It's my
And
pleasure.
I will be seeing you again. He immediately runs home, dips the cigar in Azoth, and then puts it somewhere to dry on his person before going to the dwarves and the stable master. Now this cigar is either going to be really fucking awesome, or I'm going to have to roll a new character.
Dips it in Azoth. Refined Azoth, or
Yeah, the refined Azoth.
you didn't
Smoking
want to.
refined ass.
You didn't want to play some real roulette. Okay.
No. Is this a controlled experiment?
Right, mostly.
Mostly.
Literally, that's like trying to play Russian roulette with a magazine-fed weapon.
It's working so far.
It could jam. You might get lucky.
It could jam.
If it's an SKS, it's kind of guaranteed. So you guys have basically everything you need to head
They're
south.
sitting there with their cart, you know, packed and all of that, and then Phineas comes rolling up with a fucking stacked fucking wagon.
Yep.
Told you I wasn't paying for that.
So you guys meet at the southern gate.
Grog
or
grabs
outside.
one of the tents off of the wagon and puts it on the cart.
That's fine. I guess we'll just have to share, won't we, Josephine? If we must. It's lack of foresight on your end, I presume. Nope, definitely intended you to have your own, and then, you know, Dear Grog here helped himself, so what's one to do?
I told you, Grog's got the best charisma, man. He's the wingman here.
The brothers can share a tent, and little Dawson can have the other one, I suppose. Young boy needs his privacy, I'm sure.
It's probably for the best. So you guys head to the south?
To the south, to certain doom.
Do
I mean, elfin booty.
well, you know, same thing, really.
Yeah. Lars is about to have a real bad time once we pass the city gates.
So, on the way to the south, it's mostly a grassland. You can't quite make out the forest that you're aiming for at this distance, but you're pretty convinced that if you stick to the road, you'll eventually find yourself close. You know that there will be another smaller forest to the southeast on the way, but your ultimate goal is nearly directly south of Muntberg. You see...
You guys aren't even looking at the gifts tonight.
Well, you know, Psycho's busy, Light's probably waking up, Paddle's
Oh, and the VX chat.
sleeping in the... Oh, this is actually BX chat. Oh my god. And we have 3 Dungeons and Dragons chats, so I wasn't... let's see.
I mean,
Whoa,
technically
what the
4. If you count the bleach.
There's 11 messages in this chat. That's rare.
I don't know what this is, but it feels right. So...
It's Lars' butthole the next 5 minutes.
You guys see a circle of Karin stones standing to the west of the road. The air feels strangely still. As you pass by it, it's almost as if the wind stops entirely. You continue on down the road, seeing a fairly decent-sized group of goblins far, far to the east, cresting the hill, appear to be hunting with nothing more than spears, perhaps following a group of wild boar or other game in the distance. John Jacob and Lars are able to make them out at this distance.
Honestly, if we just keep on our path, they'll probably not even notice we're here. As we clank along.
Yeah, they can probably hear you better than you can see them. And you continue until nearly nightfall. You can see the area where the closer forest begins to grow to the southeast. Perhaps another... Let me do some math here. maybe barely 10 miles in the distance. It's old school hex maps. Yeah, about maybe 8 miles towards the south east. Oh no. What have you done? Oh no. Oh, Morty. And
God damn.
as you continue and dusk begins to fall, you see a large humanoid mass emerge from the woods. It begins to move towards you. You can see several what look like insects. It's flies or something at a distance, almost swarming around the creature. It begins to pick up speed, nearing closer and closer to Lara's black strand.
I don't like this.
Specifically, you begin to hear a buzzing in the distance. The sound of almost 1,000 hornets begins to fill the air. But all you see is the strange buzzing. Only maybe half a dozen masses around the bipedal creature swiftly approaching you. As you head down the road, you see it continue to keep its gait across the grasslands, moving unmistakably in your direction.
Guys? What the fuck is that?
I don't like the way it's looking at me.
The buzzing begins to increase, louder.
Can Mars make like some kind of check to see if it's like looking at Lars?
Are you looking at it? Like you're looking towards it?
Yeah.
Like you
Pull
want,
the Jingleheimer Schmidt's back away from Lars.
you would like to look at it and wonder if it's eyeballing you directly?
Yes. Well, Mars wants to look at it and see if it's eyeballing Lars.
You're pretty confident that it has not turned its gaze from you at all. However, as it approaches, you realize that its head is turned towards you, but it is not. You don't actually see any eyes. It just seems locked onto you.
Mars is gonna say, "Yeah, it's definitely looking at you, Lars," and then backs away from him. and like, you know, so Tars is right next to Mars, and she just goes, puts her arm out, and just walks backwards with Tars. Like, yeah, it's definitely looking at you.
Oh yeah.
It's
Definitely abandon all hope and your party leader. That's the way to. So you can
Lars is the party
feel
leader?
the ground. Well, he's your party leader. So you feel the ground begin to kind of quake. There's like dirt and pebbles kind of shaking on the road as you guys continue in that direction. You realize that this strange creature has what you thought was 2 arms at first is actually 6. And as it makes it closer and closer to you, you can make out the figure I'll show you here. You see the large beetle-like mandibles begin to click as it picks up speed, heading in the party's direction. It's a hulking, almost over 10-foot tall, incredibly muscular and somewhat armored insect, as far as you can tell. And the buzzing and humming around it appear to be some sort of large hornet bee at this distance.
The one really important question here, Saturday. Booba?
God damn it.
No, looks like Pex. I mean, you know, that hasn't stopped you before, but doesn't look directly like Nova. I mean, there's bees, so maybe like there could be a queen bee somewhere. If you wanted to, you know, try to, you know, do the thing that humans do in the D&D universe, and, you know.
The thing that I'm trying to go to the Elven Forest to do?
Yeah. I mean, you know, what's another stop along the way, right? So,
No, fuck this shit, I'm out.
I think we'll wrap it up there for the night. When we return,
Really want to see what happened with the seed.
when we return, he will be in absolute danger, and shortly rolling for initiative. The encounters outside of Muntberg are hellish.
Fucking savage. Like, how the fuck do people survive in this world?
They haven't tried outside of the city walls.
How did the city walls get established?
But this thing lurking around, I don't
Right.
think anything could have been established. How did Carmax get in the power?
I'm just like, okay, what kind of encounters on the road do we have? Okay, we've got some Karin stones, some goblins, some... What the fuck is this? So...
So, we're gonna go return the wagon. The deal's off.
Like the thing they took the arms from to make a Glabreju.
Yeah, here, we'll bring that back up. Yeah, feast upon that. What the fucking fuck? Out of all of the things you guys have had to fight in Dwimmermount, it's like, okay, some orcs, there were some dwarves in there. Oh, we're gonna go check out the forest. One of these things? Like, what the fuck is this?
What is that thing even called? The Mighty Death?
It is a, Karkinos. It's a huge bipedal
Kratos?
crustacean monstrosity.
So it tastes like crab.
It's covered in blue and crimson exoskeletons. Like more than one? 2 of their arms end in a white-tipped claw, and the other 2 have several tiny finger-like appendages. The head is a bright orange, and though it appears featureless, they're somehow able to see and hear perfectly well.
So what I'm getting at.
Their movement rate quadruples the average man. They probably are really good with butter.
Yeah, and yeah, that's what I'm saying. They taste like crab. Maybe lobster.
But what about the seed? Okay, so it's gonna attempt to plant its seed. But the thing is
Wait, what?
that
Wait,
so the
wait.
redeemable
Whoa.
just guarantees danger for the party. So, you know, once I could get them out of town, and that wasn't even the most dangerous thing on the table. So that's pretty cool.
What?
It wasn't even close, actually, which is even cooler.
Alright, how
Right.
how strong is this thing on a 1 to 10?
On a 1 to 10, I don't
Find out
even know.
next week.
I mean, compared to what? Yeah, we'll find out next week. Where are we raiding out to? how tough compared to what? I mean, compared to you guys?
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you do have the most powerful magic user in all of Muntberg.
So we're fucked.
The seat glowing in Lars' butt is a beacon.
Wow, Eastboard. You're the first to die
Well,
in my impromptu fireball.
I wouldn't be the first one. Nor the second.
rest in peace,
It
little
would be
buddy.
for your group, bitch. Oh,
That's
Just
also
kidding.
true. Rest in peace.
Oh, fat night.
Rest in peace, Timothy.
Streaming D&D.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
yes.
Let's see. Oh, your Rance is also up. Oh, okay. Well, you know what? We haven't gone to 90s guy in a while. Let's see. Yeah, I think you're right. I think we do go to 90s guy. It's been a little while. I want to take a second to thank everybody who subbed. Everybody who is gifted by Hailstorm. Thank you, Hailstorm. Your tier 3 is fucking awesome. Your gifted subs
You're
are fucking awesome. Everybody else, including our party members who all subbed, you guys are fucking awesome. Raven, thank you so much for lighting a fire under my ass, getting me to do the Patreon thing. Thank you for being our first patron and subbing and for all the wonderful help. The map tonight is brought to you by Forge, aka Raven, because, you know, Saturday's too cheap to pay for it. Hopefully we're going to have a module soon that allows us to further integrate old school D&D into Forge, so that'll be pretty cool. I'm also
These schmucks how to play Pathfinder.
yeah,
Forge.
we're going to be learning some Pathfinder. Finally.
You probably not gonna have a cease.
You fucking
You still have
savage.
to- But you say that like I don't know how to counter them too.
Oh, I know that. I'm not playing more.
How does a kineticist work against rocks fall you die?
Very well, actually.
Surprisingly well.
Well,
Bend the rocks and throw them at the opponent.
Depending on what type of kineticist you are, you could be like if you're a geokineticist or a telekineticist, you're totally fine with rocks falling.
I would have no way to handle that in 5e. They'd literally be invincible. But that's
Like,
because
it could be
5e is a
rocks
really well-made, balanced system.
Yeah,
Unless it's
extremely
not,
balanced.
then you're screwed.
Oh,
Well, we weren't gonna say it.
yeah, I mean, somebody had to, though, right?
Yeah.
This comes from a monk player.
Yeah. It's brave. It's brave. So we're gonna raid Fat
Play
90s guy
Muscle
tonight.
Wizard, Eastward.
Yeah, Muscle Wizard's, like, way more balanced
Way better
than a
than a
monk.
monk.
Yeah.
Muscle Wizard is great. I did think about making.
Imagine like a warlock with extra
Warlock with extra steps. That's just Momo.
Yeah, but like, you know, he punches things.
So Momo
Really?
punches things.
Really hard.
So like Brownie Java.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right.
So
You know, we're just playing on our fighter.
Yeah. Oh god, we have 9 seconds. We'll be back tomorrow for Saturday session. You know, the thing that started all this off. Bye.
I cast Charm Person.